June 22nd, Saint Eberhard, Archbishop of Salzburg. Saint Eberhard was the son of a very religious mother of noble family, and was born at Nuremberg between the years 1085 and 1090. After being educated by the Benedictines, he received a canonry in Bamberg Cathedral, which he soon resigned to enter the local abbey of Mount St. Michael. The chapter, however, would not allow him to remain there, and the dean insisted upon sending him to Paris to study for a master's degree. He completed the course with distinction, and in return home with his desire for the religious life as strong as ever. Further opposition being useless, Bishop Otto and the canons consented to his entering the monastery of Prüfening, near Regensburg. There he found a spiritual guide after his own heart in the person of Abbot Erbo, whom his contemporaries modestly described as a second Elias and John the Baptist. From Prüfening, Eberhard was called to become the superior of a new abbey, which his two brothers and his sister had founded at Biberg, between Ingolstein and Regensburg. Under his wise rule, the young community increased rapidly in numbers and developed a fervent spiritual life. His virtues and ability were so generally recognized that when in 1146 the see of Salzburg fell vacant, he was chosen to fill the archiepiscopal chair. Eberhard began his episcopate by settling a dispute between the chapter and two abbeys, and in the following years he was constantly acting as a mediator between contending parties. But the main object to which he devoted his energies was the moral improvement of his people, clergy as well as laity, and in particular he spared no effort to bring about the abolition of certain abuses which had become widespread in the archdiocese. He was so successful that the Emperor Conrad III, when passing through Salzburg, publicly congratulated him upon the result of his reforming ordinances. The saint held two synods, at one of which he gave expression to his devotion to the Mother of God by enacting that her greater festivals should be honored with octaves. In the struggle which took place between Frederick Barbarossa and Pope Alexander III, Saint Eberhard was one of the very few German dignitaries who refused to recognize the anti-pope Victor IV. Frederick was annoyed at his attitude, but so great was the prestige of the holy archbishop that he made no attempt to coerce him or interfere with him in any way. The last of Saint Eberhard's recorded acts was to undertake a journey as peacemaker between two quarrelsome noblemen. He accomplished his object, but his strength gave out as he was traveling home, and he died at the Cistercian monastery of Rhine. It was in the year 1164. Saint Eberhard, pray for us.